Hi everyone, Adam here, and this is a Tales from the Darkside series review. And today's episode is The Satanic Piano. And this stars Michael Warren, Lisa Bonet, Philip Roth, and directed by John Harrison, who also went on to direct the Tales from the Darkside movie. Okay, this is from Season 2. Original US air date was November 3rd, 1985. In this episode, we focus on Pete Bancroft, played by Michael Warren, a composer who's having trouble composing new songs. He used to be a very successful composer, but now he's struggling to get anywhere. And this is also affecting his relationship with his daughter, Justine, played by Lisa Bonet. It seems the record company aren't that really interested in his music. And it seems his daughter Justine is also a very talented musician as well. Out of the blue, Pete Bancroft gets a call from a stranger saying he has an instrument that will help him write successful songs. Out of desperation, he goes to see what this instrument is. We find out it's kind of a synthesizer, which is given to him by a strange man named Wilson Farber. He says he can take it, but he'll get the instrument back when he needs it. And the way this instrument works, it will read the mind of Peter Bancroft. What he has to do is think about the music he wants to make. So when he gets home, he's amazed by how well this thing works. But he tells his daughter not to touch it. But when Bancroft comes home, he finds the instrument has been taken, and he knows it's been taken by Farber. So he goes and confronts Farber, and we find he has kidnapped his daughter. It seems this instrument is playing music coming from the mind of Justine, his daughter. And we also find out Farber used to be a manager of a heavy metal band. They used to do satanic rituals on stage, which ended up killing a band member. It seems with Justine, the music is playing even though she's knocked out. But we find out that the reason, and her music seems to be better than her father's, and we find out that's because, according to Farber, her music has a soul, and Bancroft's didn't. And we find out that this instrument is actually trying to take Justine's soul. But Peter knows there's only one way to stop the instrument from taking Justine's soul, and that's to think about his music as it's soulless. And that seems to work. It destroys the instrument and defeats Farber. As for this episode, I just found it to be pretty average. Some interesting ideas, and the acting wasn't too bad. Of course, Lisa Bonet used to be on The Cosby Show in a different world, and then she got sacked from a different world because she was expecting, which is the worst thing that ever happened on a Cosby Show related series. But yeah, I can't say I loved this episode. It was pretty average. Michael Warren, who was in shows like Hill Street Blues, does a perfectly fine job, and Lisa Bonet's not too bad in it either. I mean, it was well directed. John Harrison usually does direct well. But to be honest, the story was nothing special. I think it's a little predictable as well. So I'm going to score this a 5. It's not awful, but it's not great. It's definitely a middle-of-the-road episode, this one. What do you think of The Satanic Piano? Have you seen this episode? Do you remember it? What do you think? Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Adam, and I'll see you again soon.